Have you ever watched an English video, understood almost everything, and then someone asks a question and everything goes blank? You know the words, you know the grammar, but when it's time to speak, nothing comes out. You're not alone. And more importantly, it's not because your English is bad. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly why this happens and the exact method on how to fix this problem. So let me guess, you can watch Netflix with subtitles and follow the story. You can read articles, you can understand most of what native speaker says, as long as you're not the one to answer. In such situations, right, the moment you have to speak, you start the transliteration, means you start translation in your head from your regional language, right, your native language to English, and everything just goes quiet or you freeze up. Well, this is one of the common frustrations, that most of the English learners face today. And the worst part, most of the people think that solution to this is watch more videos, just practice more, and that's going to fix the problem. But just watching videos won't fix the problem. In fact, for many people, it makes the matter worse. What? Let's talk about the real reasons why you can understand English but can't speak fluently. Reason one, you have a lot of passive vocabulary but little active vocabulary. Passive vocabulary means you can understand or the words or the phrases that you hear or the words phrases that you see, right? Active vocabulary is words that you can actually use when speaking, and most learners build passive vocabulary, but while watching, while reading, or shadowing to the native speakers, and that's the reason why you understand English but you cannot speak. Reason number two, you almost never practice output. Reading, listening are input. Speaking and writing are output. If, let's say, 90% of your English practice is input, then your brain becomes very good at understanding, but very terrible at speaking the English language under pressure. Reason number three, you're still translating in your head. So when you try to speak, this is what you do. You think in your native language, in your first language, then you translate and then you try to speak. This process is slow, stressful, and full of mistakes. Fluent speakers do not translate, they speak directly in English. Reason number four, fear and perfectionism. You're afraid of making mistakes. You want to speak perfectly. And what happens is your brain here tries to protect you by shutting itself down. And that's why you get stuck most of the times. Reason five, lack of automaticity. Now, speaking fluently isn't about knowing perfect grammar. It's about making the language automatic, right? So you do not have to think so hard. Right now, speaking English feels more like solving, a math problem. But we have to turn it into something or closer to something like riding a bicycle. Good news, this problem can be easily fixed only if you change how you practice. I'm going to give you, a clear system, no vague advices like, okay, practice more, watch more and more videos. No, I'll give you a clear method, clear system that you can start practicing today itself. My method has 4 parts. Part 1, start speaking English right from today. Even if it's ugly, and you do not need to wait until your English is good enough, because that day is never going to come. Every day, speak English for at least 10 to 15 minutes, even if you're alone. Talk about your day. Try to describe, the objects around you. Answer questions loud. And Yes, you will start feeling good eventually, though it may sound a little strange in the beginning. Part two, use the think in English habit. This is one of the most powerful changes that you can make today. So throughout the day, right, force yourself to think in English, just simple English. Maybe start thinking like, instead of you thinking, I have to buy milk, start thinking in English. I have to buy some milk today. Or, I have to open the fridge. Now I am opening the fridge. Now I am opening the door. I have to go buy vegetables. I need to buy potato. I need to buy tomatoes. Keep it simple, keep it short, but ensure that you start thinking in English instead of your native language first, then translate and then try to speak in English. And now, simple thoughts and simple sentences. Okay, here is the part three, output plus shadowing. Now, how to actually do it? And the only way, this is one of the best methods you can use. And it will only work if you speak as well at the same time you're shadowing someone. So do this. Take clip, 1 or 2 minutes clip, and listen to the recording first. Then try to speak, imitate the speaker at the same time. You do not have to know the meaning of every word that they're speaking. All you have to do is try speaking at the same time you're listening to them. This will not only help you with practicing output, but also help you with your speaking English fluency, your intonation, your stress, rhythm. It's very helpful. But you have to do it every day and do not have to go for 15, 20 minutes recording, just 2 minutes recording every day. Now, part four, record yourself every day. Now, this will feel quite uncomfortable at first, and that is the exact reason this method works, right? So record yourself while speaking loudly, and you don't have to judge yourself so hard, right? All you have to do is record yourself, play the recording, and then look at the pauses where you pause. Did it change the meaning, right? Well, was there any grammar mistakes? Did you find speaking a word difficult? Then go back, then pronounce those words which you found difficult. Pronounce it correctly. If you said something which was grammatically incorrect, fix that grammar, right? Work on the pauses, your punctuations, your comma, your full stop, where to stop, where not to stop. That can change. If you do not do it properly, that can change the meaning of the sentence entirely. So fix those, then again speak loudly, and then record yourself, and then gauge how you're improving. Here are some more techniques to accelerate your growth. My personal formula is 4-3-2 method. Okay, so what you do here is you pick a topic, you speak on the same topic for 4 minutes, then you reduce that to 3 minutes, and then further you reduce that to 2 minutes. This will help you speak faster and clearer. Second, language exchange rule. This is a problem I find with almost with all of my trainees, my students, and whoever I'm teaching English, right? I give them a task to go back, practice English with your friend or a mentor or anyone, right? But in English. What happens is you start talking in English, it feels uncomfortable, you start laughing, you start talking in the regional language. It happens throughout corporate world. It happens throughout education platforms whenever you try to teach someone. So important thing, you practice with a partner, but when you practice, please do not start to talk in your regional language. That's going to spoil everything. I think you may have experienced it, right? If you're working or even if you're a student, If your teacher is in the class, and if you're in a training program, your trainer in the class is teaching you language, you guys speak English in front of them. But as soon as there is a short break or a break, you go out of the room or teacher walks out, you start talking in regional language, maybe Hindi, Tamil, Assami, whatever your language is, right? It happens to everyone. But that's where the problem is. You need to talk in English. Even if the other person is trying, even if the other person is trying in the regional language or speaking in regional language, you continue to talk in English. And it will force them as well to talk in English with you. Next, learn in chunks or speak in chunks. Many people tell you, okay, why don't you learn new words, 5 words every day? What's the point? You're going to forget that the next day. That's the worst method I have ever heard. It never works. I do not want you to learn new words, but what I want you to do is speak in chunks, think in chunks. Example, if you have heard a new word, example, decide, then just do not go to the dictionary, look at the meaning of the decide, and okay, I've learned this word decide, I'm gonna forget about it. No. Use it in a sentence and start using that word. For example, decide. I haven't decided yet. Meeting. What's the meaning of meeting? This is the meaning of meeting. Okay. So, practice. I have a meeting tomorrow at 5 o'clock. And this is how you're going to practice speaking as well, in chunks, not in words. And even thinking is going to happen in chunks, not words. If you do it in words, you will never learn the language. So start thinking and speaking in chunks. Now, before we finish, here are some common mistakes, right? Waiting until you think your English is going to be good enough, right? Or focusing too much on grammar, reading and listening too much but not speaking, and then thinking in regional language, right? Comparing yourself with native speakers or someone who speaks English fluently. You never have to think that. Every learner who can speak well today did start, with a word and a sentence. They learned it, from beginning, from scratch, and now eventually here was a day when they can speak fluently. It happens with time. It takes practice. So never compare yourself with anyone. All you need to do is start speaking today. I want you to remember something important. Understanding English and speaking English are two different things. You already know the first one, right? You can understand English. The second part is difficult, that is speaking it. Now, all you need to do is you do not need to wait for the right day. You need to start it today. Progress will feel slow at the beginning. Then one day, you're going to notice that answering without translating, without thinking for a moment, is just happening automatically. And it will feel so natural. All you have to do is start speaking today itself. Be patient with yourself, right? And be consistent. Consistency is the key to success. Don't practice for 5 hours a day and then for a month, nothing. Even if you're doing it for 2 minutes every day, ensure you do it, right? And more importantly, start speaking today, right now. Do not wait for tomorrow. If this video helped you understand your problem, give it a like so that other learners can find it too. And put it in the comment section, if you were stuck in the same situation and for how long that you could understand English but could not speak. Also, if you like, I can make a full 7-day speaking plan, right? I read all the comments, so just go ahead and put it in the comment section if you need it, a follow-up video. And you're watching Language Nerds India. I'm Raj, and I will see you in the next video. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.